And here we are. Welcome back from Punta Cana, ladies. I got to know, we're going to have a chance to catch right up, but I just want to know straight off the bat, welcome back. I'm so glad that you went and you came back safe. How was it?
Oh my gosh, in like 5,000 words or less, it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, give me 20 words or less, your quick overview, because I actually have some specific things like rooms, beach, meeting space, spa that I'm going to ask you individually. So first, Glynis, just tell me your favorite part about it, and then Lee.
Okay, that's seriously not an easy answer. I'm outside, and I'm in Montreal right now. I'm trying to recreate that Punta Cana experience, and I have to tell you that it's flippin' freezing cold and very windy, all of which it wasn't in Punta Cana. We had glorious weather. We had beautiful, caressing trade winds. So not what I'm experiencing today. I have to give a shout out to Lee. She is the best partner a girl could possibly ask to plan something like this. We had so much fun. And I think we both expected to, but it was real confirmation that we are such a nice complement for one another. So Lee, thank you. You were a great buddy to have on this last trip. And I cannot wait for the next week.
Yeah, I would absolutely have to agree. We had, honestly, do you know, Glynis, because I had my little Fitbit tracker, that on Wednesday, and this is at a resort where usually the most strenuous thing is lying around, we did 15,000 steps on Wednesday.
Wow.
Okay, seriously, only Lee
had fun.
Only Lee knows how much I drank and ate, but when I tell you I came back 2 pounds lighter, even I'm amazed.
Yeah, it was great. Overall, and I went because we are the critical eye for all of the people who are going to be joining us on the retreat. And I was really looking at everything, like I said, with a critical eye.
Right.
We'll go into what I loved and what I didn't love. But really, when I looked at the list, it is so good, and it hits all of our buttons that we wanted to make sure hit for all of our retreatants.
All right.
I don't know about the viewers, but typically when I go on a vacation, and I understand this is a completely different experience, but when I go to a destination, I often do my due diligence and I check out all the TripAdvisor reports. And, some people write the reports like they write travel journals, and others give you real valuable information. That's what Lee and I decided to put into this, was our highlights and our less than highlights. One thing I want to confirm right out of the gate, it did not have any effect on our decision that this is the place we want to host Your Soul Journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Me too. I actually took a look today, just out of curiosity, because I'm already committed. But I looked at TripAdvisor and I thought, I hope there's no surprises, because I knew we were going to be doing this today. Tons and tons and tons of independent 5-star reviews.
Good.
So absolutely.
Not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised. So let's do this. Let's go through the list quickly. Okay, right off the bat, Glenn, you like to eat. I like to eat. Tell me about the food, because my biggest complaint about all-inclusives is sometimes the food is good, but it starts day 3, 4, it all starts to sort of taste the same. So hit me. I'm going to be there for 7 days.
You bet it. So I'll start off by saying Lee and I are both foodies. We talk as much about food as anything else. And Lee and I both facilitate functions all year long. So I do about 80 to 100 dates a year. And of those, we always have evaluations come in. And one of the things that always shows up on an evaluation sheet is whether or not the client served coffee, how good was lunch. So food is a huge exit point for people for their total customer experience. Yeah. So when we chose our destination, we specifically chose Club Med because it is synonymous for premium liquor. Not that was a huge
all right
for me. Who am I kidding? And exquisite food. In my experience, and I've been to another Club Med property, there were tons more selection. than any other all-inclusive, and this will be my 10th all-inclusive. So I'm an all-inclusive traveler, and the food was second to none. We had plenty of options. We had lots of variety. We had plenty of options where to eat, and we'll talk about that. But food, second to none. Really thrilled. And as a foodie, that was a biggie. We have some shots of our first dinner, and Lee looks rather transcended with her first bite.
Now, I have to say that Glennis actually didn't finish her steak because she says she's a foodie, but then she ordered a well-done steak. Now, you could cut with a butter knife. It was so good. And Glennis, who loves good food, is eating on the edges because it wasn't cooked to burnt.
So Lee would call it shoe leather. I just like it. You know what? Had I closed my eyes, I would have been fine because it was a marinated piece of meat. I wrote down the name, but I can't find it quick. It was lovely. And they served it with a side. I'm all about the packaging, right? The dish came out oblong. I love oblong plates. And in the corner was a little miniature saucepan with butter, confit d'oignon, and...
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Wait, no, that's better. On the left-hand side, I love blue cheese. And if you don't love blue cheese, just don't order it with blue cheese. I love blue cheese. And it had a square white dish. Again, I'm a sucker for square dishes. A blue cheese dip. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
My bémol, we call it in Montreal, my disappointment was the fact that I really do love no pink in anything. And it was a little bit more pink than I like. But if I closed my eyes and ate it, it tasted delicious because it was marinated. So essentially it was cooked.
Close your eyes. But
I was being a weenie, okay.
Now, just for anybody that might have the questions, whether it's in advance or on site, are there gluten-free options, vegetarian options? Just for anyone that's got any sort of food sensitivity or special requirements, is the resort going to be able to take care of those guests?
Yeah, they actually mark it really well. So there's areas that you can go to that are completely gluten-free.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
One of the things that I love is when I'm in the tropics, I love all the fresh fruit. So the fresh papaya and mango and pineapple.
Okay, my mouth is watering.
Strawberries and raspberries and blueberries and everything. So
okay, great. All right, let's keep moving on. We got a few things to cover here.
Nancy, can we add something? There's a couple of different options, and part of our planned dinners will be at the Indigo Lounge. And the Indigo Lounge has a set menu with several different options. In the main Hispaniola, which is the buffet-style restaurant,
right,
there is tons and tons, including a pizza bar, a pasta bar with a plethora of sauces and additions. If you love fish, oh my golly, there's no lack thereof. As Lee says, there's so many options and they're very well signed.
Yeah. Great. All right, drinks. What's going on with the drinks?
Okay, I'm going to jump into this one.
Good.
I'm the lightweight. So I can make a drink last 4 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And mine is gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah. And you know, the thing that I loved is that there were times when we would see a drink and it looked really pretty, and it was, my personal thing is that when there's a lot of bright colors, it means that there's a lot of sugar.
Right.
So there was the one drink that we ordered, and the guy did such a beautiful job, and he mixed all of these wonderful liqueurs, and it was just all liqueurs.
Blue Curaçao and creme de mal. And
Glennis and I both took a sip and went, ugh! And then took it back and got, what did we get? With the mint.
Mojito?
Mojitos con rum dorado. Por favor.
The mojitos were great, but I have friends who don't drink at all. And so there was plenty of things where you could just get a fruit, you could get a virgin mojito, a virgin margarita, a virgin whatever drink you wanted. Plus there was all kinds of soda. And in the room too, the little fridge was stocked with I'm living down in the States now, so they would call them sodas, but I'm originally from Canada, so we'd say pop.
Okay.
So there was lots of soft drinks on hand all the time. And if you didn't want that, you could get sparkling water, or they had big jugs. Can you see this big jug?
I can see it. I can see.
Of water that had lemon slices and
watermelon, cantaloupe.
Yeah, it was so whatever your thirst was, whether you wanted a drink or just something refreshing with non-alcohol.
Tons of options.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask.
And herbal teas right in the room. I want to mention something because I don't drink pop. In our house, we don't. But I have a friend who is a pop addict, and for her, it's all about name brand pops. So
right.
that they're Coke, they're 7-Up, they're Sprite, they're name brands, not knockoffs, in other words.
Right.
So for pop drinkers, I'm told that's really important.
Okay, I don't care about the pop and I don't care about the herbal tea. I want to know about the wine. Tell me that I don't care about high-end falutin, but I just like a nice Cabernet or a Pinot with dinner.
So Lee, do you want to tell them about La Cab?
We went, so you can go, and if the wine that they're supplying at the restaurant, which I found really good, and I'm a bit of a wine snob, I thought that the wines were good, and we tried both the white and the red.
Of course.
I can't remember if
everything for our attendees. Everything.
But then there's a wine bar, so you can go and you can order some really good wines. You're going to pay for those drinks, but still really inexpensive.
Okay.
You can go in and get your meal and sit at this really beautiful little outdoor restaurant and have a beautiful glass or bottle of wine with whatever you choose from the buffet and bring to the table. So for kind of a bit of an upscale wine experience with your meal, that was, I thought, really lovely.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
And that's in addition, as Lee mentioned, to all the house wines and champagne that you can find anywhere. We had champagne the very last I guess it was technically still morning, eh, Lee? Before we left, solely for toasting purposes. But that's available at any one of the bars.
Okay, so just to summarize in terms of what's included, so it sounds like almost everything is included, like including the mojitos and everything. But
all
if we
food,
wanted
all drinks, premium bottles of wine you buy.
Okay, premium bottles of wine, but as far as Lee's concerned, and what's good enough for Lee is good enough for me, the table wine is also excellent.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And I'm a wine snob, and so is she. So we both agreed. Real good. Real nice.
I'm a wine snob, small s. So
So can I jump away from the booze for just a minute?
Sure.
Here's one thing I didn't like, and I wanted to share this with all of my friends who are coffee snobs, because
me too.
Yeah.
Capital S.
The coffee was good, but you know what they did? I'm going to make sure that for all of us, they have real cream.
Real cream.
And
They had fake. They had
the powdered stuff. Not good.
So if I was to put a big X, they really blew it. As from my concern, they didn't have real cream. And for all of the people who that's important for, I'm going to make sure that for everybody who wants real cream in the room, I'm going to make sure you have real cream, because I can't drink.
No.
And Lee, can I add to that? There is coffee in the room, and they give us, I think I had 6 different tisanes that got topped up every day, and I drink green tea, so that's ideal. And they had 3 or 4 coffee pouches. 3 of them were decaf. I don't touch decaf, but the 2 coffees that I had were not again, I like a strong Starbucks coffee. If you're a Tim's coffee drinker, I think you'll love the coffee. I found it a little weak. However, again, every bar features an espresso cappuccino cafe au lait station.
Yeah.
So, and that coffee was exceptional.
Yeah, and so that's what I had to do, because I couldn't drink the coffee in the room, Nance. It just, to me, it was too acidic, so I would wait. and I'd go to any of the places and they would bring me a cappuccino.
And I just got to ask because I have 2 or 3 a day. Are the cappuccinos included?
Yes.
All right. I'm
Unlimited,
good.
with or without Bailey's.
Okay. Good to know. Me too. If worst case scenario, I'll drink like drip coffee from a machine with 2% milk, but I'm all for waiting 15, 20 minutes to get my cappuccino.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I want to speed it up because I like these Zooms to be, it's just, there's so much good information. But I want to keep these Zooms under 30 minutes.
Okay, so
people have time to register.
Okay. My favorite part of the room, and Lee, I'll let you talk about everything else. My favorite was the bathroom. And I tried every element of it. There is a big soaker tub.
Wow.
And for anybody thinking, but I'm going to be rooming with somebody, because they have these sharp, classy glass walls that are absolutely beautiful. And what instantly went through my head was, oh my gosh, glass bathroom walls and double occupancy. How's that going to work? There is a double lined privacy curtain that goes straight across the room that separates the bedroom area, the sleeping area, from any of the bathroom. And there's a private door and entrance to the toilet. So what I loved is the fact that the whole room is wired for Bluetooth. So I had not only my soaker tub experience with my very Zen music, but on top of that, the next morning, I enjoyed a rainfall shower to Meghan Trainor's Better When I'm Dancing, hopping around in my shower. It was like a private party. I loved it.
That's fantastic. And in terms of the double occupancy, what are we talking about? 2 doubles, 2 queens?
Singles. So they actually have a king that they divide. And so, but the bed is really comfortable.
Okay.
So, the bed was amazing.
Who needs a king bed? That might be a bummer, but I only stay in my small little part, and the beds were comfortable. And I've gone to all inclusives where the beds were rock hard.
Yeah.
I was so thrilled that these were comfy beds.
And what I liked was 8 pillows per room. Love that.
All right. Besides, we're not going to be spending that much time sleeping, but good to know.
No, but any time you spend in your room will be nice.
Comfortable bed. All right. Beach. Tell me about the beach.
I loved it. Glynis, you didn't love all parts of it, so I'm going to let you go on this one.
Okay. I grew up, my 2 parents were instructors, and so I grew up competitively swimming. And so swimming is a huge thing for me, and my family all knows when we go to an all-inclusive, I'm the first one in the water and the last one out. And it's not uncommon for me to spend 3 hours in. Now, if we're being completely transparent, I will also tell you that lasts until I see the first fish. Because as much as I can swim forever, I have a residual fear of fish. Now, I have to tell you that what kind of person would I be? What kind of expert would I be if I got people to overcome their fears and I wasn't willing to overcome mine? So a number of years ago, probably about 5 or 6, I started really working at overcoming that fear. That said, I purposely wear goggles, which you can get, snorkels and goggles, free at the beach. I wear them so that I know where the fish are. They don't freak me out anymore, but here's the good news. I didn't see one, but I wasn't looking real hard either. Now, what I was less fond of was the fact that when you went out on the ZEN OASIS beach, the area that's exclusive for adults, it was kind of pebbly. It has a coral base, almost like shale. So you really would prefer bringing water shoes. That was my only downside. That, and they have a huge breaker wall, which visually to me bugged me. But Lee brought up a very important flip side. So Lee, do you want to share that?
Yeah, I'm going to just be really quick because I know we've still got a few minutes. But I'm not a great swimmer. I love the fact that there was a breaker so that it let me know how far I could go out, and it stopped a lot of the really heavy waves. So I felt a lot more comfortable. And I went out snorkeling, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. Plus, when we get there, I'm hoping that some of the other retreatants are scuba divers, because they have a scuba diving facility, which is extra, but I absolutely want to go scuba diving while I'm there. And they've got all of the equipment. Now, when you're there, masks and snorkels and fins are all free, which I thought was absolutely amazing. And the equipment was good too, wasn't it, Glynis? Like,
yeah,
it was
excellent shape. And the other thing is kiteboarding's free, paddle boarding's free, windsurfing's free. That's never been included in any of the resorts that I've been to. So lots and lots of options.
Yeah, Glenn,
Yeah.
did it occur to you that the breaker wall might be keeping the fish out?
Nah, it's not that deep a wall, but that's okay. I'll go with that.
Maybe you could learn to appreciate it. Me too. I like a breaker wall.
In small doses.
Yeah, especially first thing in the morning, when you just feel like waking up. Maybe while you're waiting for the cappuccino bar to open, go for a little swim. I appreciate that, the no waves.
And truth is, again, as high on my priority list, that wasn't enough to deter me. This is a beautiful resort.
Oh, fantastic. All right, because next we're going to be spending some time together with the trust architect and Chief Juicer in our learning component. So tell us about the meeting space.
gorgeous. I mean, we can just say it as simply as that. It's beautiful high ceilings, like beautiful high ceilings. Everywhere there has a view. So you can curtain it off if you don't want to be distracted, which we're not going to do. Everything
we're going to let the sun shine in.
It's going to be a view because we want everybody to be able to enjoy where they are.
And
fantastic.
We've chosen a couple of different places to host our programming conducive to the activities that Lee and I have put together. So we won't be sitting in the same room or the same space too often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yoga in the morning, Nancy, is all facing the beach. It's this beautiful, what is it called?
Palapa.
Palapa.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely gorgeous, like thatched roof and overlooking the ocean. And so while you're doing yoga, you can hear the ocean sounds. It's just
beautiful.
Any better.
Wow. Okay. So instead of going through these one by one, I'm just going to list them off so everybody knows that they're there. And it sounds like from your experience and the 5-star reviews I'm seeing on TripAdvisor, that there's lots to be expected. But I'm just going to say spa, excursions, something called Creactive.
Oh, can we press pause real quick?
No, I'm going to come back to it.
Okay.
Nightly show, bar scene, and activities. So sort of whatever you want to focus on for the next few minutes as terms of extracurricular activities outside of the program we're going to have with you and outside of our sort of room eating space.
Okay, the Creactive, the trust, some of the trust exercises we're doing, there is the whole area that Cirque du Soleil designed. So it's the high wire, like not high wire, there's the trapeze walking along the wall, there's the scarves, the ropes, and there's the high trapeze. I mean, it's amazing. And just saying that the instructors, male and female, are all eye candy.
Are pretty amazing. Lee and I had the chance to speak to the manager of the Creactive and explain what our program was and what our takeaways were for our participants, and so that he could connect the dots between their activities and driving home our program. So we're really, really pumped about that part.
All right, and we're down to 4 minutes on our timer. So I'm just going to go out and say, I assume there are some excursions, probably cost extra, but there's some options there. There's a nightly show for anybody that wanted to take into some entertainment.
All included, yep.
All included. And then you said there's additional activities. You only had enough time to experience the yoga. Was that good?
Yeah, it was really good. But okay. You know, I'm a certified yoga instructor, so we're picking the time that I'll do an hour of yoga, but if it doesn't fall into a time that somebody else wants, the Club Med also does a 1-hour yoga class. So people will actually have a choice of being in my yoga class, and I'll be doing some mindfulness exercises as well as some Om chanting and yoga on the beach in the Palapa. It's going to be cool.
I just relaxed. I didn't even realize I was tense, but as you were talking, Lee, I relaxed.
You know what, Nancy? We walked around for 2.5 solid days. We crammed everything we could. In fact, the only thing we can't comment on is the bar scene because we couldn't stay up late enough to experience it. But all in all, beautiful location. Some tiny things that were less than polished. We had the chance
at the ZEN OASIS. They didn't pick the right furniture and they have to replace it because it's wearing too quickly. So for me, and I'm hypercritical because I like beauty and I like all of that, that was something you and I both noticed. And then when I looked at it and I went, okay, out of a gazillion things, the fact that they didn't get the right furniture and it's wearing, really, it wasn't
it's not an exit ramp. That's what Lee and I realized. We looked at everything with such critical eyes, and yet when we listed all of the things that absolutely wowed us versus the things that we went, it was far outweighed with the wows. We're really excited about bringing the ladies down.
That sounds fantastic. So just to sum up, we're doing these series of Zooms. And Glynis, we're going to be doing one with you in the next 48, 72 hours, which is sort of a deep dive into the program that we can expect to do with you, the Squeeze the Day. And Lee, I would love to do one with you later this week or early next week and do a deep dive into what we can expect from the workshop, the trust workshop that we're going to do with you. And so these Zooms are really just about educating you and giving you any information that you need to come to Punta Cana, October 15th to the 22nd, ZEN OASIS. If you want to sign up, there's just a few early bird spots left. YourSoulJourneyRetreat.com. If you need any answers, all the contact information is there. And you know what? We'll see you in Punta Cana. Thank you. Bye.
Hola.
Are you going to stop it?